it's Nadia Carrier from childmode.com. We are in the Ford Explorer 2013 Sport Edition. We've been driving this vehicle around now for the past, I think just over a week now. And after reviewing a bunch of family-friendly vehicles over the summer, there was all sorts of great aspects to them. This looks like it's the one we're going to purchase. Now, before I show you all the different features, I'll tell you that the number one selling feature for us with this vehicle was the fuel efficiency. This vehicle here is equipped with an Ecoboost engine, 3.4 liter Ecoboost engine, and we were able to drive, I believe it was 500 kilometers on a full tank, and we still had 100 kilometers left to go, according to the fuel economy on the dash. So that's amazing. I mean, we've never been able to drive all the way to Toronto, because we live in Northern Ontario. We've never been able to drive all the way there on a full tank. So that was really, really impressive, and definitely a saver on our bank account because we travel so much. So because of that, it looks like this is going to be the vehicle we purchased in October, and if so, I'm definitely going to show you the 2014 and give you a little tour of that. But before I do so, I want to show you some of the other features of this vehicle that we loved. I don't think there was really any cons that I can think of, but let me show you some of the things we really, really liked. So there's no key with this vehicle. It is a keyless start. You press down on your brake and press this button, it'll start the engine. That seems to be the way most vehicles are going from what we've seen. You have a variety of different controls here on your dash. You can access, check out your fuel economies, the settings, display mode, all from your steering wheel here. So let me just show you. If you go down to settings, you can track driver assist, traction control, blind spot, collision warning, cross drive. Another thing that I really liked is that I can control my entire entertainment system from here as well, with the same sort of controls but on the other side. So if we're listening to AM FM radio and I want to change to Sirius, I can do that, or I can change to CD. So that's kind of nice because my kids are always wanting me to switch the channel or change it to this or that, and I always have to look over. So it's really nice that I can do that from here. Access your phone, you can do that all here, all from your steering wheel. So that was kind of nice. Now, cruise control. This is really quite a bit different from any of the other cruise control settings. The reason being, there's a gap button here. Now with the gap, you can set, so if I set my cruise control, and I want to set gap, see the little vehicle, those little lines, that changes the amount of distance between you and the vehicle. So say if the vehicle ahead of you slows down, your vehicle will automatically slow down to keep that same distance between the vehicle. If the vehicle stops suddenly or whatever, your vehicle will alert you and you do have to use your brake. Of course, you know, it will not suddenly stop you all of a sudden, but it will, if the vehicle slows down a bit, it will keep that safe distance between you and the vehicle, and you can adjust that distance from the steering wheel. So it's cruise control zooped up, which is nice because I like to keep a safe distance between the vehicles, so I really, really like that. See those two little vehicles there in the corner of my mirror? Those light up when a vehicle is coming to pass me. That as well is something that we've seen with lots of the vehicles that we've reviewed, but I can't live without it. So it's a really nice feature, especially when you're driving on the highway. There's a whole other set of controls here for the window, the mirrors. You can adjust that all here from the driver's side. You can also adjust your lighting here as well. So another really cool feature is their terrain management system. Now you can adjust this depending on what kind of terrain you're driving in. So whether it's snow or rain, if it's icy or whatever, sand, you can adjust the settings of your vehicle, and your vehicle will automatically adjust itself. So the entertainment system and navigation system is all in one here. You can, as you can see, you have got your phone, your entertainment, your climate, and your navigation. Depending on what you want, you just touch. It's all by touch, and it'll change the selection here. So now we're in navigation. To change, you go back home. The entire audio system is made by Sony, so the sound quality is really quite good. These are not buttons, everything is actually touch, and it's very sensitive, so you just touch to change or to power off. which is nice when you're driving because you don't have to fiddle around with that. You can change the source. If you want Sirius or XM or AM, you just press that and it changes the source up here on the top. So this right here is the media hub, and if you pop it open, you'll see that there's spots for there's two USB ports here, a SD media card reader, and an AV and video outlets. The vehicle does have dual panel moonroofs, which are all powered in the front here. So here's a look at the back. As you can see, you can seat 5. I have one of the back seats folded down for storage. Now, the better arrangement here for seating would be to have both of the girls in the back and my son here and fold this entire second half of the seat down because it would definitely give us more room. But right now, I'll give you a peek in the back. We can put our stroller here, and then behind that seat there's lots of room for groceries. I'll show you the trunk in a minute. Controls in the back. You do have a power plug here, which is fantastic. And then separate area here for drinks. So here's a look at the trunk space. I removed the stroller so you can see how much space is here in the back. The area here is quite deep, and there's lots of space here if you fold down the seat. If the vehicle is full with passengers and you need all of the seats, this is how much room you would have in the back. So it's still quite ample. There is lots of storage here and a lot of height. So the one thing that I did not mention earlier is the seats. These seats are really, really comfortable. They're probably the most comfortable ones that we have tested out so far. And my husband, who has a bad back, he had an accident years ago, so his spine is very sensitive to that kind of thing, and he has no problems with these seats. These seats are definitely the most comfortable, not just for me, but for him as well. I don't know what Ford does with their seats, but they're really, really comfy and great for driving long distances. You need a comfortable seat. Now, that was just a brief overview of the vehicle. If I could have anything on my wish list at all, it would be the built-in sunshades for the kids. A couple of the other vehicles that we reviewed in the past had that, and it's just a convenient feature when it's really sunny. I liked that they could pull that up themselves, or that I could pull it up before we left. Just a little really minor thing that I would add in additional models if I could. But besides that, it definitely received a thumbs up from the entire family, and like I said, this is the vehicle that we will most likely be picking up in October. And if that's the case, I will give you a video overview of the 2014 and some of the changes, if there are any. I haven't looked into it yet. We will be looking into that for the next couple of weeks, but as it stands, this is it. This is the vehicle that we'll be picking up. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comment below and I'd be happy to answer them.